Welcome back. Mrs. Johnston here, and welcome to our next unit on farms. We are going to have a new knowledge story and science lesson for today. We are going to begin the unit by singing the song Old Macdonald Had a Farm. Old Macdonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O. And on that farm she had a pig, E-I-E-I-O. With an oink oink here and an oink oink there, here an oink, there an oink, everywhere an oink oink. Old Macdonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O. Old Macdonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O. And on his farm he had a cow, E-I-E-I-O. With a moo moo here and a moo moo there, here a moo, there a moo, everywhere a moo moo. Old Macdonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O. Old Macdonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O. And on his farm he had a sheep, E-I-E-I-O. With a ba-ba here and a ba-ba there, here a ba, there a ba, everywhere a ba-ba. Old Macdonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O. Over the next several days, you are going to be listening to stories about farms. You will learn why farms are important. You will also learn about farm animals, including cows, chickens, pigs, and sheep. And that you will also learn about crops that people grow on farms, including corn and wheat. So, who can tell me what kind of animals live on a farm? Did you tell Mrs. Johnston cows, pigs, chickens, sheep, horses, roosters? Those would all be great answers. What kind of plants grow on a farm? Did you say corn or pumpkins, potatoes? Those are all different kind of plants that grow on a farm. What else would you see on a farm? Did you say you might see a barn or a tractor, a silo? Those are all items and great responses of what else you would see on a farm. What kind of sounds do you hear on a farm? Did you say you hear animal sounds? The noise from the tractor or the engine running? Have you ever been to a farm? If you said yes, what was your favorite part? If you said no, then I hope you enjoy this unit and learning more about farms. I cannot take you to a real farm today, but we can travel to a farm in our imagination by listening to this read aloud. Listen carefully to learn about the different things found on a farm. Hello, let me introduce myself. I'm Old Macdonald, and I have a farm. You might already know that because my farm is one of the most well known farms around. My farm is famous because a few years back, someone decided to make a song about it. The song is about all the animals on my farm and the noises they make. A farm is a place for growing crops and raising animals. Usually, with a farm has a house and a barn. It's true, my farm is a rather noisy place. I have several different kinds of animals here, and each animal makes a different kind of sound. Here are a few of the farm animals I take care of on my farm. Do you know the sound each animal makes? Look at the animal I'm pointing at. What sound does this animal make? Did you say moo? That's right, a cow says moo. How about the animal I'm pointing to next? What sound does this animal make? Did you go ba ba? A sheep says ba. Let's try another one. How about this animal that I'm pointing at? What sound does this animal make? Oink, oink. That's right. Pigs make oink sounds. How about this animal? Woof, woof. If you went woof, a dog barks or makes the sound woof. How about this animal? What sound does this animal make? Did you go cock-a-doodle-doo? A rooster is well known for waking up the farmer in the morning by going cock-a-doodle-doo. And how about our last down here? What sound does this animal make? Chirp, chirp, chirp. Ducks make a chirp, 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 or maybe a cluck, cluck, cluck sound. We have moos, oinks, clucks, and baas, just to name a few. We also have woofs. This is my dog, Bingo. There's a song about him, too. Maybe you know it. It sounds a little like the song someone wrote about me. There was a farmer had a dog, and Bingo was his name. Oh, Bingo, 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 and Bingo was his name. Oh, Bingo helps me here on the farm. Mostly, he keeps me company while I'm out working, but sometimes Bingo helps in other ways. For example, yesterday I accidentally left a gate open and my sheep got out. Bingo chased the sheep back inside the fence. As a farmer, I have many important jobs to do here on the farm, and it is hard to say whether one job is more important than another. However, if you were able to ask my farm animals, they would tell you that taking care of them is the most important thing I do. After all, farm animals don't take care of themselves. The cows, chickens, pigs, and sheep need a farmer to give them food, water, and shelter because, as farm animals, they were not born to live on their own in nature. They need help. A shelter is a structure that protects people or animals from weather or danger. Excuse me while I use my pitchfork to pitch a little hay to one of my cows. She's hungry, as always. This is the pitchfork that the farmer, Old Macdonald, is using right now. This is my barn. Sometimes, especially when it is cold or rainy outside, I bring my farm animals into the barn for shelter. I also keep my tools and other equipment in the barn. Tools are items that help you do a job. As you can see, I have a lot of tools and equipment. There are many, many jobs to do here on the farm, and each job requires its own tool. I keep hay for the animals up there in the hay loft. This is the hay loft of the barn. And that's my tractor over there. I love to ride through my fields on my tractor. Let's take a ride. I grow most of the farm animals' food right here on the farm. On my farm, there are pastures full of green grass for the cows and sheep. Pastures are fields of grass where animals eat or graze. I also plant and harvest crops of corn and wheat out in the fields. Harvest means to gather the crops that are ready to be used or eaten. I feed most of these crops to my animals. Farm animals are big eaters, so I need to be sure to have plenty of feed on hand to keep them healthy and happy. I store extra feed for the animals in my silo. A silo is like a giant can. This silo is full of dried corn, which I will use to make feed for my cows in the winter when there is less grass for them to eat out in the pasture. By the way, this is my wife, Mrs. Macdonald. I have 3 children too. Their names are Delilah, Sadie, and John. You can see our farmhouse in the background. This farm would not run smoothly without Mrs. Macdonald and the children. It takes a whole family to run this farm. You might be surprised to learn that our farm is actually very small compared to some. Sure, we have many different types of animals, and we grow and harvest several different crops, but we don't have nearly as much land as some of the other farms I will show you. Farms are very important. Most of the food we eat, from hamburgers to carrots to French fries, gets its start on a farm. Many kinds of fruits and vegetables come from farms. We also get milk, cheese, ice cream, and eggs from farms. Which of these foods do you like to eat? Mrs. Johnston enjoys drinking milk, eating yogurt, cheese, and ice cream. Breads, cakes, cereal, and crackers don't come straight from farms. There are no farms with cookie trees or bread bushes. But the things you need to make bread and other foods come from farms. All kinds of meat come from farms too. Well, I have plenty of work to do today. I need to feed the rest of the animals and water the crops. First, however, I am going to fix the latch on this gate so this sheep doesn't get out again. As soon as I finish my work, I promise to take you on a tour to see some other farms and learn all about farming and farm animals. Who can tell me what is a farm and why is it important? Did you state in your own words? A farm is a place where animals are raised and crops are grown. Farms are important because food comes from farms. What kind of jobs does a farmer have to do? Did you remember some of the jobs a farmer has to do is to take care of the animals and crops, fix the fences? What tools or machines help the farmer do his work? Did you tell me that tractors and pitchforks are examples of just some of the tools that help the farmer do his work? Can you name 3 ways Old Macdonald takes care of his animals? Did you say that Old Macdonald gives them food, water, and shelter? That is 3 ways Old Macdonald takes care of his animals. What is this a picture of? Did you respond with the inside of a barn? Maybe you told me that it was Old MacDonald's barn. Why do many farms have barns? Did you state or tell Mrs. Johnston that farms have barns to provide shelter for animals, to store the tools, or keep the hay? I hope you enjoyed our first lesson on the unit of farms and enjoyed hearing and singing the song Old MacDonald. I look forward to seeing you tomorrow and introducing you to a new story.